why women aren't overly attracted to you and how to change it. Because let's be honest, every guy wants women to be attracted to him. Like, you could make the argument that everything men do in the world is for the end goal of attracting women, attracting the best partner, the most attractive. You could argue that. You could argue the same thing for women as well. Everything they do is to attract a solid man. But look, this is the way that I heard it put, and this was the best way it was put. You got to understand what women are attracted to, what men are attracted to. A man's gift to women is his masculine energy, and a woman's gift to men is her feminine energy. That is the most attractive thing to the opposite gender, because most men have a low level of feminine energy, and most women have a low level of masculine energy. You get what I'm saying? Masculine energy, in both genders, in both fucking energies, confidence is extremely attractive. So if you have the energy and the confidence, it's extremely attractive. But this is the thing. You cannot fake it. And it can't be surface level. Most people have surface level confidence. The clothes they wear, they got the chain on, they got some money, they drive a nice car, they have a good job. That's surface level confidence. That's external confidence. It's not very deep, and it's not. I work with people, when they take off the uniform, I'm like, oh my God, there's no way. Like, you are, I can't even say it, bro. Look, surface level, external confidence, very, very light. It doesn't matter how much of it you have, it's still very light compared to someone that has solid, true internal confidence. Like a homeless man that is internally confident with himself and knows that he will get out of the situation that he's currently in will shine much brighter in a room versus a man that has $1 million, a Ferrari, all these things, but isn't truly confident with himself, because it's just the things that cover up and make his confidence. So the thing that you need to work on to get women to be attracted to you is internal confidence. And then the external will start to come in and be an added compliment to your life. It doesn't matter if you have the chain. You could walk into a party or a club or a business meeting with a tank top and some Crocs on. Obviously, you're not going to do that, but you could, and you would have the same level of confidence. You'd speak the same way. You'd carry yourself the same way. Your energy would be felt throughout the room just the same way, regardless of what you had on or the possessions that you had. And that's what we're after. How do you do that? For one, I learned this from my mentor, and I'm going to expand on it, or rephrase it and expand on it. He says, your conscience is the authentic voice of God. And this has been, honestly, what I've seen when I read the Bible. I read the Bible in 6 months, and that'd be a pretty good way of summing up the lessons that I got from the Bible. Everything that we have in our mind and our desires and our wants and our goals really are not of our own thinking and our own thoughts. Like, oh, I want all this no. Like, these were put into our mind, in my belief, by God. And then every single day, God has given us a message, given us a sign of the things that we should do. And it's not a giant turning point in your life. I've spoken about this before. God isn't going to be like, oh, you should take this job and then go this way and then buy this car or this business proposal. Like, yes, God guides you through big decisions, but he also guides you through the smallest decisions. One that I use all the time is the cookie versus the apple when you're trying to lose weight. Which one is going to satiate you more, meaning not make you feel hungry, make you feel full, and it's going to be better for you? Obviously the apple, but in that small moment, you either chose purpose or pleasure, and because of that, you stacked up. Say you chose the apple. You chose to better yourself, to change who you are as a person internally and externally. But if you chose a cookie, you made an excuse for why you deserve the cookie, or you just wanted it. And then in the back of your mind, you lower your confidence, you lower your self-talk because you had a goal and you chose not to stick to it. It's small things like that that build up confidence over time. Confidence is not something it's like a muscle. Like, you can't just build it very quickly. It takes time, which is why it's so valuable. So this is the way that I've built my confidence over time. There's a few things. It's actually a 5-step process, what I've spoken about many times. Waking up early. These are doing things that are difficult, but that are 100% in your control and that have a massive benefit if you choose to do it. Waking up early. The reason you wake up early is because you start the day. If you wake up before the sun, there's just something literally magical about waking up before the sun. But if you wake up at 9 or 11 a.m., oh my God, it's just like, it feels like your whole day is over. It already sets the tone. That's the first step, waking up early. The second step is to track your macros. Tracking your macros is protein, fats, and carbs. The reason you track your macros is because That is the best way to drop fat and build muscle at the same time. And when you truly love who you see in the mirror, which comes from the macros, it changes your life. Like, you will literally walk differently. You will speak differently. Your energy will be felt, which is the most attractive thing to both genders, is energy, confidence, masculinity, femininity. The third thing is to train. If you went to the gym and you worked out, you'd feel amazing. You've never gone to the gym and be like, oh, this was a terrible waste of my time. No, you've never done that. You just go to the gym for a certain amount of time. You feel good. You ride that high, and then you don't go to the gym for a few days until you get to this real low point, and then you go to the gym again. It's just a bunch of this, up and down, up and down. No true confidence is built with all these damn roller coasters that you're choosing to partake in. The third thing is to drop the vices. A lot of people not only externally build their confidence with what they have on in their possessions, but the things that they consume or the things that they choose to partake in, such as wasting time on social media, drinking, smoking, vaping. Everybody goes out into these social settings and they instantly latch onto a vice to make themselves feel more comfortable, feel more confident. But of course, it's not true. And you can't build true confidence when you're leaning on a crutch. You're never going to run as fast as you can if you use a fucking crutch. Like, it's just, set the crutch down and then start running. You get what I'm saying? Like, even if you were, I could get real deep into this shit, but you understand the point that I'm making. The fifth step is to read, self-reflect, because you're going to, not only are you going to come up with, when you self-reflect, I always say, talk about the things that you regret and want to improve on. And when you write those things down, you're going to come up with a list that nobody can come up with for you. And you just start working at those things every single day. There's massive power in writing down your goals and the things that you want to change and visually seeing them and then crossing them off. Massive power in that. Imagine if you did those 5 things for 3 months, 100 days, 6 months, a year. I've been doing those things for over a year and a half. It's completely changed who I am as a person. It's true confidence, and I love it. It feels amazing. I go out to the club pretty much every fucking weekend. I don't drink. I go out and I dance like a motherfucker. You would think I'm drunk as fuck out there. I'm not acting a fool. I'm just having a good ass time. I'm in my room and I'm doing all these things. I go out and I talk to people socially, random strangers. People are like, you're a social butterfly. Did you know her? No, I didn't know her. Like, true confidence, the energy is felt everywhere and it's attractive to women. This is how you build true confidence. Look at what we just created, though. We created the best version of ourselves, mentally, physically, spiritually. We wrote down all the things, made all these changes. Bro, you probably forgot what the fucking video was about. I almost forgot what the video was about. Attracting women to you. You changed your whole life. You had all these benefits, and then the woman coming in your life is the added benefit. Wasn't even the main goal. You got distracted with focusing on creating the best version of yourself. What a beautiful process. What a beautiful fucking life. What a win-win situation. You were after this goal that you thought was the main goal, but really it transformed into something way bigger than you even thought. You changed your mindset, your habits, the way that you view yourself, the way others view you. And then women were attracted to your life. You respected yourself, and then women respected you at the same level or higher. That's the goal of every man that I've ever met in my fucking life. If you struggle with any of these things, you don't understand macros, you don't really understand your training, you have this mindset which is negative and talks you out of your goals, or you build up motivation for a certain amount of time and it drops off and it doesn't lead to you completing your goals, DM me, comment on the video. I love talking about this shit. I teach about this shit. Let's have a conversation. Stay locked in. The future looks bright. Ow! Let's get it.